First, we got Moon Knight, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys have to say about this. And so let me go ahead and pull this up real quick, and I can hear all of you guys' lovely thoughts. My bad. Let me take it back. Let me take it back. Here we go.
I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams. Day and night. It must be very difficult. The voice in my mind, in your head. There's chaos in you. Embrace it.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited. Hope y'all can hear that. I guess I would have said something.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. I know nothing about Moon Knight at all. I don't know jack squat about him. The first time I heard of Moon Knight was a few years ago from John Snep on John Campion's channel. Rest in peace, my dude, the king of sweaties. But other than that, I have no idea. I'm new to this, just like you guys. I'm a fan of Oscar Isaac. I like Marvel, and so I thought I should have written down what order. Who want to go first on telling me who Moon Knight is, or who's the most passionate about it? Is it you, Lamont? Is it you, Eman, Chris, Elliot?
There's not. I'm in your camp.
Lamont, you want to?
I go for it.
Yeah,
I mean,
grab it, Lamont. Grab it.
Moon Knight basically is like their version of Batman. Homeboy was doing an excursion. He dies, goes to this temple in Egypt, and there's this shaman that resurrects him and tells him, "Look, I want you to do X, Y, and Z on behalf of the people." And Moon Knight starts doing that. And when I say he's like Batman, he's ruthless. He'll break your leg. He's going to get what he needs to get. And he winds up dating the person who resurrects him, Professor's daughter. And that's what really toned him down. And so with this guy, you're going to see a whole lot of the antics that you would see Batman doing. He's going to be lurking in the shadows. He's going to be menacing. He's going to be very, very, what's the best word to put? He's going to scare the hell out of some fuckers. He's going to scare the hell out of some people. And his tactics to get done what he needs to get done are as brutal as Batman. And I'm just wondering, how is Marvel going to play this with this character? And this character could cross over into being with Blade. He could cross over into being with that whole team that they're trying to put together, which is going to be something I heard. Midnight Suns, yes.
Yeah.
So this dude is badass, and you guys just need to batten down the hatches and get ready. Whereas one Tait had said Peacemaker was the best comic TV series he was going to see this year, this is going to be better than Peacemaker.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm with you 100% on that. Let me just also add, he's like Batman, but let me tell you how he's different from Batman. Notice he has a white suit on. Batman likes to hide in the shadows because he don't want you to see him coming. Moon Knight, on the other hand, he's like, no, I wear all white because I want you to see me coming before I take you out. Unlike Batman, he is not a half measure. Moon Knight will murk you. He will kill you. He's not gonna break your legs and break your jaw and say, now talk. He will kill you and be like, that's it. So we have yet to see if Marvel is really gonna go 100% with this. I think it's rated at TV 14. So Kevin Feige had said that they're going to try and push the limits of this and see how far it'll go. There was like a clip in the earlier trailer where he was just whooping on somebody. A lot of people are thinking that might be Werewolf by Night, which is another Disney Plus series that's going to be coming out. I believe that's where Moon Knight made his debut in the comics the Werewolves comic book. So, you know, you're going to have maybe that crossover as well. But my goodness, this has so much potential because with Oscar Isaac in there, you needed someone that could handle the multiple personalities that this character has. He has like 3 main personalities, and you know, like the voice that you heard him in that English voice, don't be surprised if he changes that up to a more American voice, changes it up to something else. You got to have somebody that can be that versatile in their acting ability and have that range, because that is who Moon Knight is. He's so deep with his multiple personality situation that he don't even know who he really is anymore.
Right.
Which is something I'm really looking forward to. And I love the fact that we saw like the little Cantu thing, because we don't know, is that in his mind or is that real? That's something I'm looking forward to, because it's almost going to have like Legion type of vibes. If you guys watch that on FX, where sometimes this is real, sometimes it's not. But yeah, this has definitely got all the potential in the world to be dope. Although, and I'm gonna throw this one last thing in there. The writer for this series is the same dude that did the bogus Fantastic Four. So
I don't
know. Now everybody, hey, look, I don't know how he's still employed, but maybe he learned his lesson.
Yeah,
so I don't know. I'm just throwing that out.
Man, this story is rich. And if me and you needed to get one of these two to fight with us, him or Batman, we taking Moon Knight, people.
Oh, 100%.
Let's just keep that thing real.
100%. 100%.
That's how dope this dude. If and E needed to get either Batman or Moon Knight, we going with Moon Knight, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, Elliot, what you got, man? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm a DC fan. I know you are, Lamont. I don't know if I'm taking Moon Knight over Batman. Batman taking on Superman and Darkseid. That's a whole nother. It's Batman. But the thing that gets me excited about it, I don't think you get an Oscar Isaac, and more importantly, I don't think you get, my man, the villain that's going to be in the show, whose name is slipping me right now, Ethan Hawke. Wow. Those two, to me, are like very particular about the projects they pick in regards to not wasting their time, not having the subject matter, not tackling things like multiple personalities. So I think them being attached to me gets me most excited. I don't care who's writing this, directing it. They have great taste in what they put their time and effort in. And the fact they got these two doing this 6-episode, 6-hour MCU Disney Plus show, I think this is going to be something special. And I think this, as Lamont was saying, as well as Eman, the Midnight Suns is assimilating below. We talked about the next Avengers. They're assimilating other teams, and it might be a while before we get Avengers. And I can see Midnight Suns with Blade coming up with the Mahershala Ali, with the Moon Knight. We already got Doctor Strange. We might see a Ghost Rider in a Doctor Strange too. So they're definitely assembling their team. And I think we've grown with the MCU. Now, we're all adults on this panel, but as the kids that watched it in 2008, they're 20s, and we can get to that mature level of Marvel Comics. So I think at this point, we always say, oh, it's Marvel, they can't do this, they can't do that. They're growing. The audience has grown now, so we can get more mature type of shows like this, and I think we're going to get something pretty brutal with the show, and I'm really excited for it.
Can't wait.
Speak about brutal. Before I come to you, Chris, I almost forgot to pull up this article that goes with the story. Kevin, I clicked the wrong button. Hold on. Kevin Feige says Moon Knight will be loud and brutal. This is a different thing. It's been fun to work with Disney Plus and to see the boundaries shifting on what we're able to do. The Marvel president said of the upcoming series with Oscar Isaac. And so he told the magazine, there are moments in the series where Moon Knight is wailing on another character. That's what you was talking about, E-Man. And it's loud and brutal. And the knee-jerk reaction is, we're going to pull back on that, right? Hell no. And so, but Feige promises the camera and focus won't recoil from the violence. We're not pulling back. There's a tonal shift. This is a different thing, he said. And so, yes, I'm all over that. Isaac calls the story risky, but notes that the series releasing on Disney Plus may be an advantage to his storytelling approach. He's an obscure hero, and the things we're dealing with are very different. But because it's a limited series rather than a movie, the pressure isn't there to make sure the opening weekend is massive. We're able to take more risks to bring that experimental quality on a huge scale. That really does get me excited. With that, everything that we've talked about already, Chris, and the addition of these quotes, man, how are you feeling about this? How are you feeling about the trailer? How are you feeling about the whole thing?
I think the show's in an interesting position because all the other Disney Plus Marvel shows have been people we know very well. Like Wanda, we know. Falcon, we know. Hawkeye, I'm forgetting the other one. Loki, of course, we know. So the amount of hype, that this show, what I feel like, without diving into views and all that kind of stuff on trailers, but I feel like there's a lot of hype for this show. And 10 minutes ago, you asked us who's Moon Knight, and Eman and I guess Lamont knew kind of to chime in, but BU is kind of in the same camp as me, Elliot. We don't know the story as much, but we're still very hyped just watching these trailers alone. So they're in a very interesting position to come out with a brand new show. And I love that Feige said that. And that's why, going back to what we said in topic 7, he is a wordsmith. He's saying the right things. That's what fans of the Marvel shows have been saying. We can handle a little bit more, gruesome, a little darker content. And, I know E always says Emmanuel, Elliot always says it's Disney. So they're going to hold back a little bit, but I think he's trying to reassure the fans like us, look, y'all wanted darker. We're giving you darker. And I love that he said there's no pressure. So it's kind of like they're like, whatever, no one knows Moon Knight, we can do whatever we want. And then like people and it's gonna trend because people be like, yo, did you see what this dude did?
Right.
Like y'all throwing Super Bowl money at this, so like I think it's gonna be valid.
Yeah,
already.
Yeah.
The only thing they not gonna do is just show a lot of blood. That's really the only thing.
Right.
They can
which is
do
fine.
all the violence that they want. They just won't show the blood. That's the I forget the sensory people what they call it, but that's all it is.
Right on. I agree with everything everybody's saying. I'm here for that.
Sorry, Marjorie. I know she wanted blood, but it ain't gonna be no blood.
Nah.
Maybe with Blade.